Alrighty guys, welcome to your 36th video, and in this video hopefully what we're going to be doing is finishing up this very simple web browser. So again, in the last tutorial we just made the main brains of the display. Now let's go ahead and add it to the screen. So right outside this little semicolon, go ahead and hit add, new, scroll pane, and just go ahead and stick display in there. Now where are we going to put this? Center. We'll just go ahead and put this in the center of the screen. So now we just need to do two more simple things. Set the size of it, and the size of this what can show up nicely in this video on YouTube. 500 by 300 probably look pretty good. And set visible equal to true, because we don't want to make a program and make it invisible, because that would be a complete waste of time. So now our GUI and actually our constructor itself is completely taken care of. Pretty cool, huh? So the only other thing we have to do is fix this error, which pretty much says, okay, you keep calling this loadCrap method, and I don't have any built-in method called loadCrap. Only you would make something like that, Bucky. So go ahead and make that method right now. So again, like I've been saying for the last, I don't know how many, 2 tutorials, loadCrap is basically the method that reads an HTML file or whatever URL you're pointing to, and it displays it on the screen. So let me add a comment, load crap to display on the screen. Now we'll just go ahead and make this a private, because we're not going to be using it in any class. Void load crap, and you gotta say it long like that, crap. Okay, so this obviously gets passed in a string, and the string is, we'll just call user text, because that's the information that the user typed in, you know, unless they click on a hyperlink. But anyways, it gets passed in a string called user text, and the user text is basically the URL. Which website do you want to go to? So what we need to do now is we actually need to build a try catch statement. So let me go ahead and make the frame for that. Try catch, and for catch, exception E, and I'll just put this simple, system out print line. Not very formal here, but I'll just put something like crap. Now the reason that you put a try catch statement is we don't want our program to crash, obviously, whenever they type in, you know, a malformed URL. So if they type in a proper URL like http:// then the program's going to run, and this code right here is going to execute. But if they type in something like, I don't know, htzz/goggles.com, that obviously isn't a valid URL, and this, you know, our program isn't going to crash. It's just going to say crap on our little display window on the bottom. So what do we want to try? Hopefully this is the code that gets executed. Well, the first thing we want to do is we want the web page that they go to display in the main window. So display set page, and hopefully this should, yep, set page. Now as you can see, if I roll over this documentation, it says, you guys can't see it, but I'll read the documentation to you guys. It says sets the current URL being displayed. So basically the cool thing about Java is it already made this method, and this is probably the most powerful method that's built in Java for at least this tutorial. It takes whatever URL we pass it in as a string, and it displays it in the display window. So set page, we just need to pass in user text, copy this, paste it in. So say we, I don't know, type in thenewboston.com in the URL. Well, what this is going to do is it's going to read the file from thenewboston.com, and it's going to put it in the display window. So all of that confusing stuff that you guys thought we were probably going to have to program by hand, line by line, it's all taken care of in the set page method. Pretty freaking sweet. So the only other thing I want to do is, of course, whenever you go to a web page like thenewboston.com, if you look at the top of your, I like how I'm like, you know, keep throwing that in there. I don't even mean to do that. Oh, you know, like thenewboston.com, like who would ever want to go to that plug? Anyways, whenever you go to a website, the web address or the URL stays in the address bar at the top. It doesn't get deleted every time. So in order to keep that, just go ahead and put address bar set text equal to a string, and that string is user text as well. So basically, well, let me look about this. Okay, that looks pretty much like our program is complete. Now the only other thing we have to do is, of course, this doesn't have a main method, so we have to build one more other class for that, and I guess we'll do that. Well, we'll do it in this tutorial. So let me go ahead and talk you guys through this one last time, and then I will go ahead and build my main method. So we we imported everything, and we inherited from the JFrame class so we can just make the GUI. Now the GUI consists of two main things: our address bar at the top and the editor pane, which is gonna be the main big display where all the contents are going to be displayed. Now in the constructor, what we did is we named the application just so it has a title at the top, and the address bar pretty much is the place where the user types in the URL. Now, whenever they hit enter, what it's going to do is call this loadCrap method, which we'll get to in a second. Now, whenever things get displayed on the screen, if there are any links, what it's going to do is it's going to put a listener on top of all those links. Now, if the user clicks on one of those links, then what it's going to do is it's going to grab the URL from that link, convert it to a string, and pass it into this loadCrap method as well. So basically, you can pass URLs into this loadCrap method in a bunch of different ways, either by clicking a link or typing it in manually. But anyways, once you do, it gets passed in, and then pretty much Java takes that string and passes it into set page, which takes that URL and displays it on the screen. So this is pretty much the most important line in your browser. Without this, it's definitely not going to work. So now what we need to do is actually go ahead and make a class that can run this. So let me go ahead and make a new class. So new class, and what do we name this one? Read file. So I'll just put like read file. Why can't I capitalize the freaking F? File main, and I might as well go ahead and add my main method in there. Okay, now you're just messing up. And go ahead and hit finish. Get rid of all this crap. And get rid of all this crap too. Tighten this up a little bit. That's what she said. Alright, so now the only import we have to make right here is... Actually, I'm going to go ahead and steal it. Swing JFrame, and this doesn't inherit anything. So what we need to do is just make an object from read file so we can, and I'll just name it something like read file dude, because it's like dude, read my file. So read file dude equals new read file. So now we can use all the crap in the read file class. So dude, not did, dude, set default close operation to J. Okay, my freaking computer is going crazy. To J frame exit on close. Alright, so now this class is set up, and again, if you don't know what's going on right here, basically I just needed to access this class right here because it didn't have a main method in it. So what this class does is it accesses the main method. Now once I press this run button, we should be good to go. But you know what? Obviously, I am a douchebag, and I'm going to make you guys wait into the next video because I actually want to put this full screen and show you guys how awesome this browser is going to be. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we're going to be testing out this bad boy.